I lost my shit last night, and I'm not happy about it, but it's also um, very challenging sometimes to not get upset. So the temporary madness. This was not so much anger as it was just hurt and upset. Um, at we found a $100 gift certificate to go to our favorite restaurant. This is where we had our post wedding dinner. It's really our favorite place. Love the place, and we were having a nice dinner. And the discussion toward the end, toward coffee, veered into a situation that my wife wants me to handle with my ex-wife, and it is a sensitive, difficult topic where I really do not have a lot of leverage. So it kind of feels like we're having a nice night, so let's talk about something that's really hard for you, that's emotionally charging, and I'm not going to let you off the hook. And it got to the point where I didn't say something particularly hurtful, but I did say, can we avoid a third Friday night date night in a row where we have a fight? And I started to get very hot. I took off my blazer and I actually went to the bathroom and I splashed cold water in my face. And I came back and I was very quiet because I didn't know what to say. You know, you want me to slam dunk a basketball? I'm 5'3". Yes, I can go get a trampoline and I can do all these things, but I still can't easily slam dunk the basketball. And for what? What's it going to get us? So, um, anytime we discuss our exes and difficulties with our exes, it's already a predisposition to be a sensitive topic. And I was, decidedly unstoic in this thing. But, look, I don't think it's possible to never feel upset. I don't think, stoicism is not being a fucking robot, right? So I think the smart move was actually to excuse myself and splash water in my face and go away for a minute and not cause a scene. And as I, came back and we got in the car and we left and we were talking on the ride home and we talked when we got home, I was making the point to my wife that, like, I don't do this to you. If there's something you don't want to do that involves your ex, I back off. And then it gets into this whole complicated thing about, yeah, but that didn't affect me and it affects you and, all this stuff. And, like, the bottom line was that I apologized for not keeping my cool and for letting it get under my skin. And I apologize for putting us in the situation that we're in, where this is even a thing. And we hugged it out, and I said I would fix it, and I'm very sorry. And she hugged me back, and she said, "We'll fix it." And I think that it's just okay to be a human being and have reactions. I think the unstoic thing would have been to really be invested in my feelings and double down on my reaction like that was reality. And I clearly could step outside myself and see that I was getting upset. So, a partial win, I guess. But it is really hard in intimate, difficult situations where one has a lot of energy on, the subject matter, ex spouses and finances and things like that. It is really hard to not feel the feelings. And denying feelings is, I don't think, a stoic thing to do. I think you got to acknowledge your feelings. What do you do with them? What I did with them was I did have a physical reaction. I did do something about my physical reaction that was non-confrontational, and observed it and I learned from it. And what I didn't do was escalate it. We actually hugged and recommitted to being a team. And you know, I have control. I have control over how I interpret this whole thing. And how I interpret it is, I learned something. I appreciate the tools here. I'll do better next time, and I'll also give a lot more consideration to the points that my wife made, and I will let go of feeling 100% invested in the perceived reality of the feeling, because feelings aren't reality. Amor fati.